All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to tackle a massive question for anyone in business. How do you actually turn social media into a real sales tool? We're not just talking about getting likes, we're talking about building a machine that generates leads. I bet this sounds familiar, right? You're out there, you're posting, you're getting some comments, a few follows, but when you look at the actual sales numbers, the needle just isn't moving. It's a super common frustration, but here's the good news. It is absolutely fixable. And it all starts with one simple but powerful shift in how you think.
And here it is. This is the secret sauce. See, most people get on social media and they just shout about what they sell. But the accounts that really win, they do something completely different. They stop selling the thing and they start selling the result, the outcome, the upgrade to their customer's life. This slide just lays it out perfectly. On the left, you've got the standard approach. We sell AT&T products. Okay, sure. But look at the right. We help you save money and upgrade your lifestyle. See the difference? The first one is about the company. The second one is all about the customer. It answers that one crucial question everyone has. What's in it for me?
This just nails it. A giant like AT&T knows they're not really just selling you a phone plan. They're selling you the feeling of getting a great deal, the very real benefit of saving money, and the excitement of getting that brand new phone. This idea right here, this is the foundation for our entire strategy. So we've got the mindset down. Now how do we actually put it to work? Well, we use a structured, three-phase sales funnel. Just think of this as your step-by-step blueprint for taking a complete stranger scrolling on their phone and turning them into a hot lead who's ready to buy. And it's really a pretty logical journey. First, you got to grab their attention. You have to literally stop their thumb from scrolling. Step 2, you educate them. This is where you build trust and show them you know your stuff. And finally, you move to conversion, where you ask them to raise their hand and become a lead. Let's break down each one of these phases. So, phase 1, attention. In this phase, you have one job and one job only, to interrupt their endless scrolling. Seriously, that's it. You're not trying to close a sale here. You're not even explaining all the details. You are simply trying to make them pause for just a few seconds. So how do you actually do it? Well, you use content that hits on things people really care about. Big, bold offer hooks like a free iPhone are almost impossible to just scroll past. Pain-based content connects with those real-life frustrations, like terrible internet speed or a crazy high bill. And of course, relatable reels that use humor, like that moment of panic when your Wi-Fi dies right before a big meeting. We've all been there. Okay, so you've got their attention. Awesome. But you can't just keep shouting offers at them. Now we move into phase 2, education. This is where you really earn their trust by being a valuable resource that can actually solve their problems.
This is all about providing real value and clarity. You can create simple explainer videos on how your bundles save people 20%. Break down exactly how a deal like a $0 phone is even possible. And hey, don't be afraid to do direct comparisons with your competitors. That kind of transparency shows you're confident and it builds massive amounts of trust.
All right, you stopped the scroll and you built up trust. Now it's time for the most important part, conversion. This is where you give your audience, who is now interested and trusts you, a really clear path to take that next step and officially become a lead. The content in this phase is all about action. You share powerful customer testimonials showing off real results. You can introduce a little bit of urgency with posts like, hey, this offer ends this week, to get people to move. And then you have to be incredibly direct with your call to action. Don't be shy. Tell them exactly what to do. DM us the word switch or comment below for more info. So we have the funnel, we have the mindset, now let's get into the nitty-gritty. This is your playbook. We're talking about what specific themes your content should cover and on which social media platforms you should be posting for the biggest impact. Now the key here is balance. You don't want to just post about deals all day, every day. Instead, you're going to mix it up with these 5 content pillars. Talk about money saving, speed and performance, cool device upgrades. Then you throw in a little bit of shock content just to grab attention. And you always mix in social proof from happy customers. This variety keeps your feed interesting and really, really effective. And you have to be smart about where you're posting. Instagram and TikTok, man, those are your lead machines. They're perfect for fast, emotional, attention-grabbing reels. Facebook is where you can find the decision makers, so you want to use it for things like lead forms and targeting specific communities. And YouTube Shorts, it's the perfect place to repurpose your best reels and build that long-term authority. Now for the part that really ties this all together. Look, you can have the best content in the world, but if you don't have a system to handle all the interest you're creating, you're just spinning your wheels. This is the engine. This is what actually turns those direct messages into real deals.
And the great thing is, the system is beautifully simple. Your content has a clear call to action, like comment info. Then an automated system, something like ManyChat, immediately sends a follow-up DM to that person. And as soon as they reply, that conversation gets seamlessly handed off to a live sales rep to qualify them and close. No lead ever gets left behind.
And this right here is the ultimate takeaway. This is what it's all about. Every single piece of this strategy is designed with this one goal in mind. Forget vanity metrics like likes. The whole purpose of the social media engine is to create a predictable flow of qualified leads for your sales team, period.
So you have this amazing system. How do you explain all of this to a potential client, or maybe to your boss? How do you package this whole strategy into one compelling pitch that makes them immediately say, yes, I need that?
And here it is. This is the pitch that ties it all together. This one sentence says it all. You're not just a social media manager anymore. You're building a lead generation engine. It clearly states the process: offer-driven content, DM funnels, and it focuses on the real outcome, actual sales. It is so powerful because it's about results, not just activity.
And that brings us to our final question for you. I want you to think about this. Is your social media strategy right now just a passive billboard, kind of sitting on the side of the road hoping someone drives by and notices? Or is it an active, powerful engine, systematically turning attention into customers every single day? The choice, and now the strategy, are yours.